everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and giving my thoughts on the brand new NARS foundation. Well, it's not brand new, but as if you aren't already sick of enough reviews about this foundation, this is the All Day Luminous Weightless foundation. And I hadn't really seen anything out there for girls of color and girls with dark skin, so I wanted to give my thoughts on this foundation because I tried it. So first tidbit I should let you know is I have oily combination skin, so my dry areas or normal areas tend to be around my mouth, and my areas of concern, aka the areas where I want to try to minimize shine, is in the middle areas, and that's very, very important, and I'm going to get to why that's important later. So this foundation is supposed to be a foundation that provides a semi-matte finish or matte finish. I've kind of heard mixed reviews depending on who you ask, but it's, some people say it's matte, some people say it's kind of a matte glowy. Definitely not a dewy foundation. It's very liquidy in consistency. I don't know if you can hear that, but when you shake it up, the artist that I purchased this from, I bought this at the NARS boutique in Melrose, and the artist recommended that I shake it really, really well, which was, she said that was pivotal, and she also recommended that I apply this with one pump. Now, one pump, I was like, girl, bye. I did not use, I mean, I tried it, of course, per her recommendation, because I always try to give it a shot based on what they recommend. They know their product better than anyone else. Why not take their own tips? And I wasn't a fan, so I've been applying this with 2 pumps, and it's supposed to provide medium coverage, and it's supposed to be just luminous, glowy, etc., etc. So I'm going to be very honest with you. The very, very first time I wore this foundation, I hated it. I don't know if it was because I applied it in a hurry and it just wasn't the look that I was expecting to see in my head, but I mixed it in with, I grabbed my Sealer foundation in a rut trying to like mix it in, and it looked awful. So I would not advise you to mix this foundation with others just because of the shade. Most of NARS foundations run on the yellow olive side regarding undertones, as opposed to a lot of other brands that come across a little more pink. So that's another important tip. You know what? This foundation, like I'm gonna rate it based on, do I like it? Do I not like it? Do I love it? And I'm sure you can already kind of tell just from my reaction now, I like the foundation, and I'll tell you why. So the one thing that I have noticed about this foundation, and I am wearing it now just so that you can get a feel for what it looks like on my skin. The thing that I like is it doesn't appear to be a very long wearing foundation. Now, sometimes when I apply makeup, I need it to look good 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes. Okay, like I need to be snatched till midnight, even later maybe if I'm feeling frisky that night. And I just noticed that after about, I would say 6 hours, I get smile lines. And I'm not super overly picky on trying to control them, but most of the foundations that I wear do pretty well with them, and if not, I just wipe them off. But I notice it really, really starts to settle into the smile lines. Another thing that I have noticed, that after those 6, 7, 8 hours, it does kind of start to separate in the oilier parts of my skin. Now, that's not all over. I just noticed that here. Also, I noticed that when I was putting on more of the foundation than recommended by the artist. So today I've actually been trying to wean off of just being so heavy-handed with my foundations. I think that's just a habit that we typically have as women. We just slather on products without really thinking about it. So I did 2 pumps. 2 pumps was really, really good. One thing I do want to recommend that I tried today was, instead of just loading it on with my brush first, because the brush just completely devours all the product, even a beauty blender, what I would actually recommend is applying it with your fingers. And I also saw that recommendation on Vicky Logan's channel. If you guys watch her, she reviewed this product, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try that, and she was absolutely right. Putting the 1 pump or 2 pumps, whatever you feel comfortable with, and then taking your finger, dabbing it on, and then blending it out with the beauty blender gave me way better coverage than I was hoping for. So that is one thing that that's some feedback that I want to give to you guys if you are considering trying this foundation. Another tip that I do want to give is yeah, don't apply more than like 3 pumps, and make sure that you shake it really, really well. But one of the other things is, I was typically using this one with my Becca primer. This is the Ever Matte Poreless primer. These two together, I'm not sure what it is, but if you have a primer that leaves the same type of film or same type of deposit that this Becca primer uses, that this Becca primer leaves, no. These two are not meant for each other at all. I don't know. I think, I really feel like it has a lot to do with the compatibility with that primer in particular. I just don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it blends on my skin. But today, honey, I went back to my oldie but goodie, Benefit Professional. Benefit Professional has been my side chick ever since I started using Becca, but it looked way better. It blended much nicer, and even now, like, I've really been wearing this product. I've really been wearing this foundation. It's probably my 4th time wearing it, and today is, in my opinion, the best that I've ever seen it, from applying with my hands and applying it with a different primer. I also recently picked up the Soft Velvet Loose Powder. I believe this is, I don't think that this is new. I think that this shade that I'm using is new, and this is Heat. This is a beautiful powder with this foundation. I'm also wearing these two together. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful satin finish. Today I was actually ready to kind of give this a review for the foundation, but based on how I'm seeing it now, I really like it. And I mean, that happens. I hated MAC Pro Longwear for like years, and now it's actually one of my favorite concealers. I mean, things change about products all the time, and you'd be surprised when you find a different way to work it. You actually notice that it actually works. So I'm not saying that there's some really crap products. There are. I will stand by that, and I've tried some of them. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you guys to think that because I find this to be okay, that it discredits other people who really, really love this foundation, because there's a lot of people who like swear this is holy grail. For me, I just don't know if that's for me as of now, but I definitely think maybe with wearing it more often, because I can just tell it's a really beautiful foundation. I just don't know if it's ideal for me in most situations. It's definitely not a summer foundation, I'll tell you that right now. And I live in California. California, it's very hot. It's hot. I'm sweating my butt off right now. Mind you, it's March, okay? So where most of you guys are seeing snow, it's hot as hell, and I'm not even wearing pants. How about that? Okay, so those are things that I really want you guys to take into consideration when considering trying new products. If you are near a NARS counter, get a sample. Who says that my opinion is the only and be all? It's definitely not. Most of you guys, I'm pretty sure there's tons of you guys that don't have my skin type, that don't live in the same climate conditions as I do. So it's a beautiful foundation. It's just not something I reach for like I do my Lancome, okay, Tint Idol, or however the hell you say it, or my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like, those are my holy grail foundations. I'm putting emphasis on this particular review because my last review was the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip creams, and some of the people in the comments, and I'm gonna be very honest. The thing about reviews, you guys, is people seem to forget everybody has different skin types. Sometimes you just get a really crappy batch of that particular product, okay? So when I did my most recent review, people were like, well, this YouTuber said that they were really bad and she unveiled the truth about them. And I'm not gonna rip that person to shreds, because I can't say that their truth is not their truth. If that's what their experience, I mean, that sucks. Like, I genuinely freaking loved those products. But my point is, I don't want you to think that because I think that this product is okay, that discredits other people. Like, no. We all know people on YouTube that are full of crap and review products, and they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. So with that being said, my experience should not take precedence over others, and it should not discourage you or deter you if you still, like, I don't ever want to hear people say, oh, Jackie didn't like that, I'm not going to try it. No, Jackie just gave her thoughts. I mean, it's definitely a good guideline, but it's not the end be all. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wanted to mention that because it kind of, I guess, bugs me a little bit, because I do consider myself a person of influence, but not to the point where if I say something, it means that other people, like, that's never what my videos are supposed to be about, okay? Now, if I think somebody's lying about a product, I'm not going to be subliminal about it. I'll tell you, yeah, that person clearly was smoking crack. Like, I'll just come out and say it, but I would never, like, I don't want my reviews to try to sway your opinion of someone else. And even like my subscribers will, there's products that I hate that my subscribers will come and say, oh, I loved it. They're not on YouTube, so does that make them liars too? You see what I'm saying? So anyway, those are my thoughts, and thank you guys so much for watching. I want to hear your feedback. Please, if you get the chance to try everything at least once. That's my thing. I will try it at least once. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I'm gonna give this foundation, I would say, a solid B. A solid B, meaning it's a good foundation. It's not terrible. It's just not what I reach for. It doesn't sit at the top of my makeup hierarchy, okay? that's all that means. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time and listening. If you can make your way to a local NARS counter, I believe they do give samples. I would say definitely try it. See if they can throw in some of that powder too. Powder is beautiful. And let me know what you guys think. I will see you at the next video. Bye.